Much better. The car is clean now. Let's get to it. Just a few more questions. Okay, it's good. The next question is very good. Does my wife like my cars? And does my wife supports me? Two questions. I am adding the two together. It's more easier to respond this way. Fortunately, yes. My wife, my girlfriend, my friend, she is wonderful. She really is. Not just she supports my ideas. Yeah, she actually gives me more ideas, gives me more strength to do this. She at first she did not understand why did I like so much, why did I dedicate so much of my time to this thing, this material thing. But then with not much time, she understands very well why did I love so much my cars. I'm just turning my AC here. Look, my window, it works. I'm not opening so you can hear me better, and so I turn on my AC. Next question. What do I think about original parts? Oh well, it's the best, right? The best we can have. In this day and age, it's very difficult to buy good quality parts, mainly because of all the crap that they sell on the websites. Even the big brands, the big aftermarket brands that sell on websites. Not all cases, of course. The parts are no good. So I think we can pay a little extra, and we are also buying some insurance, okay, and buy new quality parts. Not just that, the brand does not survive alone on selling cars. In fact, they are not surviving at all at selling cars. So I think it's our duty as Alfa lovers to contribute a little bit more. Think about it as Patreon, for example. I will talk about that at the end. And you are, it is really like that. The prices are higher because they are taking away some from them. Okay. I think we can do another thing. As long as we are buying new original parts, there are more reasons from them to not discontinue the parts. Can you understand me? If we stop buying new parts, they will cancel the parts. It's as simple as that. So when you are buying a new part, oh, it's no longer available. It's our fault because we don't buy enough original parts. That is my point of view, and the point of view that I discover when I work on the dealer. Small bump. Okay, what do I think about dealerships? It's perfect and it is awful. That's all I'm saying for now. I will do another video about this subject. It's a very long video. It is a very important video as well. It goes along with the parts stuff. Okay. This video I think it's getting a little bit longer than I was expecting. Let's see here. Just 3 more questions. Why do I think the Alfa Romeo is the best? I don't. Alfa Romeo is not the best. It is the best for me. I don't sell the Alfa Romeo idea to everyone that asks me what is the best brand ever. Not Alfa Romeo. It is not. It is not. It does not have the best interiors, the best materials, the best ideas sometimes. Don't get me with the electrical parts, they are good, I promise you, the electrical parts are good. It's much like the maintenance that you should have with your electrical parts. I will talk about that some other time, but that is the point. I like the brand the way it is, with the little faults, with the little good things, with the things that no one cares, and they spend so much time doing so. So it is the best for me. For me, it is the best brand ever. Okay. What do I think about the reunions? I mean, the meetings with all the guys of Alfa Romeo. I did the video, my presentation video on the website. It shows on the first video. Everybody with their cars, families together on the park. It's brilliant. I don't see any other brands. Look, I see the Germans, I see videos of the German brands doing some reunions with their cars, and they are always like, oh, my car has X amount of power, my car has a suspension like this or that or whatever, my car is the best, okay? In the reunions of Alfa Romeo, we don't hear any of that. We hear, your car is beautiful, your car is this, your car is so much fun, your car is so beautiful. I already said that. The environment that we encounter on the Alfa reunions, it's very pleasant, it's very nice, it's very it's familiar, it's very good. We feel so much care about each other. We feel so much help about each other. It's a different, there is no competition. Okay, some cars are very fast, some are not, but that is not the point on our reunions, at least the reunions that I attend to, okay? Guys, last question. What does Alfa Romeo means to me? Well, it means a lot, as you can see. If I did not have Alfa Romeo in my life, I probably had some similar thing. Something about mechanics, something about, because since my early age, I was always attached to, so I always disassembled my toys, my car toys, and assembled them again to see how they work. I'm very attached to mechanical stuff, how do things work, and why do they work like that and not some other way. So if I did not have Alfa Romeo in my life, probably I will be in some field about mechanics, about something like airplanes, other cars, something like that. Cars is something that is very present with me since my early age, since I remember, basically. And I found on Alfa Romeo a very comfortable place that I see that the people who made the car, who study the car, had so much care about some stuff. It is sad sometimes when people do not understand those efforts about the engineers, and I feel that they feel that as well. They feel that people sometimes do not appreciate some things that they did, and I know this because as I work on the dealer, the process of quality control goes something like this. In the new car, we have to see the faults that the car has before we deliver the new car, and we have to report the faults that the car has. That is not to blame anyone. That is simply to say to the factory, be careful, this process, this part, this function is not working properly. And some dealers do not care about it. And the cars go to the street, go to the owner with some faults. In the recent days, a person told me that he bought Alfa 159, and it has the button to retract the mirrors, the side mirrors, but the car does not have that function. I saw it with the VIN number. The car never had that function on the factory. When the guy was test driving the car in the functions, when delivering the car, man, it's just a simple button. Touch it. It does not work. We have to report that. Okay, the switch was not the switch for the car. The side button switch, okay? And now the owner is feeling bad because he feels cheated by the brand. He feels wrongly cheated by the dealer. Okay, it was a mistake, but the car passed so many people before reaching the owner. Why did not anyone saw the problem? I will talk about that in the video about the dealers, and I think you will understand a lot better what I'm trying to say. I have one last question for you, not you for me, and it is about my projects. As you may know, I am having some problems. Not just me, everyone on the world right now is having a lot of problems, financially, personally. Mine personally, fortunately, it's going very, very well. My love life and my personal life is very good right now. All that bad things that I passed on my Alpha 33 video that I told you about, it has gone by, fortunately. In my professional life as well, okay, everything is good. In my projects, I know I'm biting more than I can chew. Of course I am. And I know at my pace, I'm comfortable with delaying stuff a few months. So I'm asking you a question. I'm not doing it right away. I'm thinking about it in the long term, because I want my channel to be a worldwide channel. I know I have a lot of footsteps to go through, or steps to go through, a lot of footsteps to take, and I cannot do it alone. I cannot do it with my paychecks. I have so many things to, as you have, to pay for. I'm considering doing a Patreon account. The Patreon account, I don't know really how it works. I don't know if I don't know. I did not study enough that idea. I'm just thinking, well, if you want to see more content, more videos, more readable, more available, readily available. What do you think if I open a Patreon account? It is too soon. I only have like 600 subscribers. The channel has 4 months. I think it's too soon. I personally think it's very, very soon. I think more like in a year. I don't know. So I'm asking you your opinion. Should I do it now? Should I do it later? Should I never do it? Because even if I do it, you don't have to contribute with nothing. Okay? You don't. It's not an obligation. Okay? So I leave you that question. I hope you like this video. Please consider subscribe to my channel. Share with your friends. Put a like in my video. Check out my other videos. There are the links on the description below. The links on the top of the screen. And I see you next week. Okay? Bye. Hey guys, I forgot the question here, and I think it is very important to answer this question here. At least in my area of residence, this question for me is very important. How do I feel when I see an Alfa Romeo passing by? Well, in some areas of the world, this is a question that changes. changes a lot in the answer. In my country, on the north of the country, there are a lot of Alfa Romeos. It's very funny to pass by an Alfa Romeo and hit the high beam, say hello to a perfect stranger. It's very fun. But in my area, there are not a lot of Alfa Romeos, and it makes me good when I see one. I do all kinds of. I say hello and I hit the high beams, like I said. But at the same time, I feel a little bit sad. I'm sad because there are not a lot of them. I have in a I don't know what 30-kilometer radius. I have one Stelvio. It's very beautiful, a white one, and one Giulia, just one. When I go to the city nearby, it's 20 kilometers away. I have two cities nearby, one 20 kilometers, another in another direction 17 or 18 kilometers. There I see them not a lot as well. I see a lot of Julietas and Mitos, but the new cars, the cars that the company needs to survive, needs not to conglomerate with another Renault group or a PSA group, it's not working. I feel a little bit sad. So, like I said earlier, if you really like Alfa Romeo, if you really can do this, please buy new cars and buy new original parts, because the profit of the parts goes to the brand, obviously, okay? And in this way we can help to stimulate the growth of the brand. And you say, okay, but they need to do cheaper cars and they need to upgrade their fleet. Okay, but for that they need money, they need reasons to do that, because the money they can get it from the government or whatever. I don't know, I don't do politics, okay? They need reasons, they need audience, they need public to do so. So yes, I love to see other Alfa Romeos, but it makes me sad to see so few of them.